I came to work a bit earlier, and just as I expected, no one else is here but me. I guess I'm more excited to work, and I have another job later in the afternoon. Uh, Busy, aren't we? Ah. I turned around and saw a face I'd come to know well. Hi, Kim. You're early, huh? Well, cha, of course. Early bird catches the worm. But in my case, I have to be this early or Dagger will be late again. Like last time. Ugh. This is Kim, Dagger's manager. She was a model in the past, but she retired early. She hasn't told me the reason. Right. I chuckled. I recalled what happened that day. It had been a disaster. So, where is he, anyway? I didn't see him when I came in. Kim pointed a finger at a gray door a couple steps away. Dressing room. He's probably sleeping again. As always. Right? Smack him for me, will you? Kim winked at me and patted my arm. I smiled in return. Just leave it to me. I went into the dressing room and found Dagger awake. Ever the fastidious sleeper, the creak of the door had probably roused him. Hangover? I don't drink. Really now? This is Dagger, again, Melissa's boyfriend. He entered the modeling industry 3 years ago after being discovered by good old Kim. He's been going out with my sister for almost 2 years now, and believe me, my brothers and I are keeping an eye on him. The good thing is that a lot of my jobs involve him. And yes, he's always this grumpy and silent when his sleep is interrupted at work. By the way, Dagger is just a stage name, thank fucking Christ. His real name is Drake. You've been in this industry for a while now, and you still haven't gotten used to waking up early? You're unbelievable. I sighed while arranging my tools. Can't. Love sleep. Your argument is invalid. I kept my promise to Kim and punched him lightly. He made a funny face. Lazy demeanor notwithstanding, Dagger's selling points are mainly his height and his classically handsome features. He's about 5'11 to 6, but I think he's getting taller. What is he, like a teenager? I, too, find him incredibly attractive, but it takes more than a handsome face for me to go after someone. My sister, on the other hand, considers this good looks reason enough. It's always irritated me. I am very protective, yes. By the way, I heard something. News sure flies fast. Kira was furious. He was? Akira is a fellow model Dagger hates with a passion, since the guy used to have a thing for Melissa. He's selfish and spoiled. Doesn't like people hitting on you. Right. Now that he's done with Melissa, Akira has moved on to me. Talk about being a playboy. He kept pestering the new guy. Oh, that boy. I wasn't able to get his name. What's his name, by the way? I forgot to ask him yesterday. Ray. Wow, so short. Easy to remember, yet easy to forget. You're a meanie. Of course. Yeah, right. Dagger crouched in a chair and started dozing off. Time to mess with him. Oh yeah, when will the two of you break up? Dagger squinted his eyes at me. It was easy to see I had successfully irritated him, well, no shit. Mean was clearly an understatement. You're pure evil. Evil's overrated, my friend. Go away. As you wish. I left the dressing room, noting that a few people were starting to set up the equipment for the photo shoot. We greeted each other as I wandered around. The other models hadn't arrived yet. The same could be said for most of the workers. I finally spotted Kimmy, who had a familiar black-haired guy by her side. Hey, Mace. Meet the new kid already? Yep, yesterday, in fact. I glanced at Ray with a grin and I saw him flush. Cute. Have you seen his shots? He's really good. Can't believe no one has scouted him yet. This kid's got some serious talent. Kim gleefully giggled as she patted Ray's back. His face flushed even redder. I couldn't help but notice that he kept averting his eyes from mine. Was he embarrassed about yesterday? Probably. That reminds me. Klein will pay us a visit today. I think he has some sort of announcement to make. He's already back from his trip? Yeah, just this morning. Ah, Dagger! Kim immediately ran off. Now that Dagger had finally decided to step out of the dressing room, she proceeded to give him a good scolding as usual. I was left alone with Ray. There was an awkward silence, until the kid scratched his head and spoke out. Hmm? The blush on his face hadn't faded yet, and he was fidgeting slightly. He really is a shy one, isn't he? I meant to, apologize for yesterday. Ah, hmm. I honestly didn't know what to reply, so there was an awkward silence again. I've gotten used to receiving confessions from strangers. It's not something I particularly take pride in or anything. Just saying. It's like routine. Sort of. Uh, but. Yes? That surprised me. Is interrupting other people a habit of his or something? Chill, dude. I meant what I said yesterday, though. Um. Okay. I only now realized that his blush had disappeared. Oh, please give me a chance to prove myself. Whoa, whoa. Wait, is that what Malcolm was warning me about? Timid men and how some of them actually turn out to be unexpectedly aggressive when the situation calls for it? Ray looked determined, and I was taken aback for a moment, mulling it over what sort of reply I should be giving him. Ah. Yet no words came out of my mouth. I was starting to feel pretty awkward, so much so that I began to inch away from him, avoiding his gaze. Um. Well, to think I'd meet Mr. Eyesore so early in the morning. Akira? Hmm. Hey there. His blonde hair is still as vibrant as ever. It's always reminded me of the sun. In typical Akira fashion, he put an arm on my shoulders. Fuck off. Made me feel uncomfortable. So I nonchalantly removed Akira's arm from my shoulder. His mood darkened and he chose to shift his attention to Ray. Hey, eyesore. He grumbled when Ray decided not to respond. So yes, this is Akira. He debuted in the modeling world way back when he was still 7. He was a child prodigy during childhood. Today, he was mostly known for his androgynous face. He once modeled for a makeup brand and no consumer suspected he was male. You shouldn't hang around with the likes of him, Macy. His dullness could be contagious. Ray still refused to utter a word. He's handling this situation pretty impressively. And you shouldn't bully the new guy, Akira. A good reputation is important in this kind of business, you know. I will. If he stops hitting on you. Akira gave Ray yet another hostile glare. Everyone ought to know you're mine. I belong to no one, Akira. And maybe you should change your bad attitude, or you'll be out of this industry sooner than you expect. I teased him, yet I wasn't exactly making that up either. If Dagger's the quiet type, then Akira's loud and boisterous. It can be entertaining, but sometimes he overdoes it for sure. However, that cocky guy flashed his handsome smile at me. Then teach me. Akira whispered to me. His breath tickled my cheek as he unexpectedly stole a quick kiss. I wasn't about to let that go, but he fled the room sticking his tongue out at me. He is the most dickish guy I've met today. I brought a hand to the offended cheek and finally took the opportunity to glance at Ray. He had remained expressionless throughout the whole ordeal. Well, the way he had dealt with Akira's taunts was certainly remarkable. Don't mind him. He's always like that. Ray remained quiet and just glared at me. What? This is pretty awkward. Was he affected by Akira's act a moment ago? I won't lose, said he, leaving me speechless. He ran off after that without waiting for my reply. What was that about? Well, you see, when a man likes a man and another man also likes that man, they can either fight for each other or have a threesome. You've elected for the first option. Ta da!